To begin with, we are so honored to receive such a great opportunity, and we would love to take this chance to show everyone a new side of us by role-playing the characters from a story which is called The Village by the Sea. We are from Group 5 and we will be responsible for the last chapter, which is Chapter 13. First of all, our group has 4 members consisting of me, Nina Lisa, Serpent, Sampor, and Gimtik. And here is our table of contents, which we have divided into 4 main parts. The first part is a short summary which will be narrated by Serpent. After that, the main message will be done by Gimtik. Sampor will be in charge of the reflection, and I will be responsible for the last point, which is conclusion. Before we get into the summary, these are the characters in the last chapter, such as Hari father, Hari mother, Hari, Lila, Bella, Kamal, Ramu, doctor, nurse, and Sayyid Ali Sahib. Without any further delay, let's begin with the summary.
Don't wait any longer, let's jump into the story summary which will be presented by me but about the village by the sea in chapter 13. Hari gets ready to go to Alibag on Diwali morning. He can't seem to get his mind off his plans and how to make them work. As he prepares to say farewell to his sisters, Bala reminds Hari to buy her some sugar toys. Hari, can you buy us some sugar toys that they sell in Alibag? Hari agreed and waited for a bus. Hari heard his name called out, and it's Ramu, an old friend. Ramu said, "Where did you go, Hari?" "I was in Bombay." "And are you going back already?" "No, I go to Alibag to see my mother at the hospital." Ramu is also traveling to Alibag and has offered to ride his bicycle with Hari. Ramu is taken aback by his friend's seriousness and consoles to adapt and improve. Hari arrives in Alibag. He searched for some sugar toys on the pavement for his sisters before he entered the hospital. Hari met his father, whom he scarcely knows in the hospital. He confronts him before he can inquire about his mother. Hari explains that he was in Bombay when his father chastised him for not coming sooner. They met the doctor and nurse. The doctor tells them that your mother can go home, but will need to return for a checkup each month. Hari promises. He is elated to see his mother, who looks healthy for the first time since he can remember. She looks older, yes, but much healthier and brighter. The family takes Tonga back to Tool for Diwali. The girls have everything ready for when they return. Their father cries weakly at the display of decoration, while their mother beams and laughs. They offer garlands and prayers to Ganesha and Lakshmi. In the evening, they set up play lamps and light them. They also set off numerous fireworks and clap their hands gleefully at the beautiful explosions. Hari also suggests a bonfire on the beach, which is lovely and serene under the stars. Mother tells them all the story of Diwali as she used to do, and afterward, to all of their surprise, father says, "Poor Pinto." They recognize this is an apology for his past behavior. The next day is Hindu New Year. All the houses are decorated with garlands of mango leaves and marigolds. There will be bullock cart races later. Hari has nothing to do during the preparations, so he decides to go to see Sahib up at the house. Hari finds the old man sitting near the marsh. He knows he has seen him before, but cannot place him. Sayyid Ali invites him to sit with him and explain that he has been researching the nest breeding habits of the buyer bird. Hari is surprised as they are not particularly attractive birds, but he starts watching and learning and begins to admire them as well. Harry suddenly recognized the voice and tells Said Ali he heard him in Bombay. Ali invites him to the veranda to talk. Harry tells him he was in Bombay and that his sisters are the one that have been working here. Ali said that they lost the case in court and the politicians won. He is morose, saying everything is doomed and even the buyer birds will lose their home. That is why he likes birds. He explains they are the last free creatures. He loves their freedom and wishes he could also leave the ugliness of earth and fly away. Harry tells him they cannot leave though and must stay and live here. Ali asks what he will do and Harry tells him shyly of his plans. Ali is astounded to hear of the watchmaking and asks if he can look at one of his watches. Harry can hardly believe this and agrees. He tells Ali upon inspecting it that water has gotten into it. The old man looks at him in awe and cries out that he is adapting, just like the birds are. Harry is uncertain, but Ali tells him he's just told him how he was going to do it. The old man wanders off, but Harry does not mind. He has been filled with the confidence he needed and wanted. Back in the village, Pichu wins the bullock cart race and everyone congratulates him. It seems his heroic role in rescuing the fisherman has endeared him to everyone. Harry gives his sisters some sweets and they all realize that life seems perfect at this moment. Harry is even more thrilled to see his mother among the women, stepping into the sea to scatter flower petals and color powder, and called for Layla to look. And the story summary comes to an end. So the next part, which is about the main message, which will be presented by the next presenter, Kim Tex.
And now let's move on to another point, which is about the main message based on psychoanalytic criticism theory. The first main message is value of family. In the story, we see that Leela's family was very poor, but they loved and take care of each other, especially their mother, who was sick. Their father did not seem to have family at all. He only spent money on drinking, so their life was very hard. But things seem to have changed at the end, and it is because of Harry and Leela. Both of them could earn money to support family. The mother got better from the sickness. The father stopped drinking and families forgive him for what he has done. For this reason, we can infer that family love is the precious and unconditional one. They are always there for you, also the one that help you when you have problems. They can forgive you for everything you have done, and you will feel happiness when you have them beside you. And second main message is adaptation. Based on psychoanalytic criticism theory, we can call this survival need. In the story, Tool will change a lot in the future. Rambo, who is Harry's friend, did nothing at all. He just waited for factory to come, but Harry has planned everything. When factory come, he would start a poultry farm, sell eggs and chicken, and set up a watch mending shop. It means that he is going to give up his old way of living and start a new one that is suited to the new environment that will be created in Tool. So, adaptation is very important in our living. It allows us to change our way of thinking and make us survive in the new environment. Not only for human, but an animal also need adaptation to survive. Just like sparrow and pigeon that live in the city, They have adapted to the city life by eating leftover and rubbish on the street instead of eating grain and insects.
Hello everyone, and now let's move to my part. For me, I'm going to talk about the another point, which is about the reflection. And so now, without any further delay, let's start together. So by reading the last chapter, which is the chapter 13 of the village by the sea, we found 4 points of the reflection between the study text and real life. And here are the 4 points of the reflection. The first one is about real friendship. The second is family's love and pride. And the third one is about never stop learning. And the last one is about change and adapt to the new thing. And so now let's start with the first point. Okay, this one is about real friendship. So real friendship here is about to focus on the character of Hari and Ramu. Although now Hari can have enough money to afford for something, or now Hari's life is better than before, but Hari behaved that he never forget his friend who used to live in the difficult situation. Instead of this, Hari seems to enjoy when Ramu let him to ride the bicycle, even if Ramu's bicycle is in the bad condition. And so if we look to our real life, this quote it says that true friends are always together in spirit. So in our real life, we can see that a person who being our real friend, they never think about your condition of your life. Even if you are poor or rich, they always stay and share something with you. A true friend never leave you alone. He or she always help and understand what you do. A real friendship is an important one because true friendship can make people happiness. As I have mentioned, real friendship never focus on being rich or poor, good or bad, and real friendship also help people to benefit with something such as when you are real friends, you can trust each other, help each other when you need help, being kind with each other, and the best thing of a real friend is that you never leave each other even if now your life is changed. And so now it is all for this point. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, this one it is about family's love and pride. If we look to our story, we can see that on the night of Diwali festival, when Hari's mother told the story of Diwali, she also stated a statement, "I feel worthy when I see all of you beside me." So this can shows about the love and the pride within the family, especially Hari's mother to her children. Hari's mother, she felt proud of her children because Hari left the home for 9 months, but he never forget his family, and finally he came back home with the money and the idea for supporting the family. Hari's mother also felt proud of other 3 girls who could manage to live while she was sick, and the father got drunk every day. She felt proud of her children that never give up and used their effort to help the family until now. Their family become better than their previous day. And for Hari, Lila, Gamal and Bella also felt happy because their mother can get over from the illness and their father stopped drinking anymore. So this can make them to feel that they can gain more love from their parents. And so if we look to our real life, and this quote it says that being a family means you are a part of something very wonderful. It means you will love and be loved for the rest of your life, no matter what. And so this can reflect to our life that family is a thing which people all around the world have. When you are a member in your family, you have your own right to get love and also share the love to the other members. Being a part of your family, you also have your own right to accomplish something in order to make your family bright. It is true that if you want the love and the pride to exist in your family, you are as the member in the family, you should live as unity, respect, and take care each other. Especially if you live far apart, you should not forget your family members or your relatives, because there is nowhere better than your home due to your parents, brothers, and sisters who will and still support you forever. And so now it is all for this part. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, this one it is about never stop learning. And so if we look to our story, we can see that at a point when Harry visited Mr. Sahib, Harry knew that Mr. Sahib is a person who likes studying birds. Mr. Sahib told Harry something about the way that he learned about birds, such as how the bird live and how the bird build their nests. And so for the reason it made Harry interested, even if he never interested in the bird before. And this remind Harry of Mr. Panwala's advice. Mr. Panwala used to tell him he must go on and on learning whatever he could and never stop. In this chapter also shows that Harry wanted to run a business of selling the egg and the chicken, even if he never knew about this job before. But he wanted to do. So even if he did not know how to run the business, but he thinks that he has to learn, and he believes that when he learns, he will know how to run it and how to achieve the things that he wants. And so if we look to our real life situations, we can see that this quote says that never stop learning because life never stop teaching. And so it is true that life seems like a lesson for every human. Your life always teaches you everything. Whenever you want to achieve one thing, but you do not know how to do it, you should not stop. Instead of this, you should try to learn about it by trying to find the way to do, or asking someone to help you or to teach you for whatever that you don't know. And if you keep learning for one thing in your life, you will be good at it, and then you will make yourself professional at it, and then you will get your own career to make your living. So I believe that if you try to learn again and again, so you will accomplish the thing that you want in one day. And this is how your life teach you, because after you learn, you can know how to do it and how to achieve it. And so it is all for this point. And now let's start with the next one. This one is about change and adapt to the new thing. And so if we look to our story, we can see that Mr. Sahib said that adapt. That is the way you are going to do, just like bird and animal must do if they are going to survive. And so for this, it also shows that Harry's life seems to different after he came back from Bombay. Harry, he could have enough money to afford for what he wants, and he have more idea about job. So this is how he changed. Harry also had an idea that he want to change his life and adapt to the new thing by working the different job. Harry, he also wanted to make a difference in his family by running his business. In this chapter, he seems ready to adapt with his new life and new environment, and he also seems to ready to face with all the things that will come to his life. So, if we take a look to the real situation, it said that life happen, adapt, embrace change, and make the most of everything that comes to your way. So, changing and adapting are very meaningful for people. For every people, they all have their own way to change and adapt for changing in order to make your life improve or to get a better version of your life. You have to make your life a different. Making your life a different is a way that you can find out who you are and what position you are in and what are the things that you will handle with in the near future. For adapting it seems like are things that help you to be more confident in life and enjoy with the thing in your life. Live to accept the truth and be pleased with something that will come, because whenever we accept all those things in life, then we will feel there's no any problem for us for you to live. Try to live as yourself and do whatever that you think it is possible for you. So this is how you change and adapt with your life in your environment. Whenever you adapt with that thing, and then it will be familiar for you and you will take it easy in your life. And so now I think it is all for my part, and for the next part I want to invite my friend to continue. Thank you.
Showing appreciation to teammates for briefing the summary and explaining the main message and the reflection. We are approaching the end right now, so here comes the conclusion. Thus far, we have covered three important points. Firstly, the summary. Secondly, the main messages, which focus on the value and need based on the psychoanalytic criticism. Our teammate mainly talk about the value of family, in which the members of Harry family love one another unconditionally, and the need of survival, that he talked about the adaptation to the new environment in order to survive. Last but not least, four ideas can be drawn as reflections from the story to real life situation, as it can be seen regularly in reality, including real friendship, family love and pride, never stop learning, and the change and adaptation to the new thing. This is the end of our presentation. We hope you enjoy our video, and thank you so much for paying close attention.